Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Our teacher this week is Michael Beckwith, and our meditation journey today is one that you're likely to be familiar with if you've meditated with us for a long time, and it's called I Am Limitless. It's a meditation in which we use the image of a flower. While I have one here with me, during meditation, you are encouraged to use your imagination to pick a flower, hold it in your hand, and we'll use it during today's meditation. Maggie, a very good morning. Somebody, good morning. So good to see you there. So a thought before we start our meditation is, if you take a look at a flower, notice just how ready you are to exclaim perfection, and ask yourself, do you look through the same lens when you look at you? The same lens through which you look at a flower and say, oh, it's so perfectly created. Can you turn that same lens on you as well? Anthony, good morning. It's good seeing you, man. As amazing as this flower is, it only has this one expression. For the flower, this is it. It creates in this one very limited way. But for you, on the other hand, you've been able to express yourself in uncountable ways already. And there are ways in which you can create that you have not even discovered yet. So a few thoughts from Michael Beckwith that support this idea of who and what you are. He says, we are here to change. We are here to grow, develop, and unfold. We are progressive beings that have infinite capacity. You are a progressive being that grows and changes and develops and unfolds, and you have infinite capacity. He says at some point you have to own up to how great you are, how beautiful you are, to how much inner dignity and potential you have. Drop complaining about what other people didn't give you or do for you or how they mistreated you. Take repossession of yourself, and you will rise to a level of greatness that has been yours all along. He says, we are unlimited beings. We have no ceiling. The capabilities and the talents and the gifts and the power that is within every single individual that is on this planet is unlimited. This is our meditation this morning. You are limitless. Take repossession of yourself and rise. Charlene, good morning. Awesome seeing you. So just as we close our eyes and get into our meditation, I'm going to ask you to use your imagination and go pick yourself a flower, and let's embark on this journey together. You can close your eyes. I will start with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, then let all of it go. As you breathe out, soften. As you exhale, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. While you continue your own full body breathing, transport yourself to a garden. It might be your favorite garden, the most beautiful garden you've ever been in. It might be right outside your front door. Or it could even be some imaginary garden. Find in this garden a flower to pick. Then stick that flower in your hair, or if you're like me, behind your ear perhaps. Find yourself a place to sit in this garden, and we'll breathe together for a little while longer. If you were to drop your hands to the ground next to you in this garden, what would you feel under your palms? What would you feel between your fingers? What smells reach you in this garden? What sounds come to you in this garden? And how does the breeze in this garden feel on your skin? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down in as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles. Go forward and to the left and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. See if you can tilt your head over to the left while tilting your hips to the right, curving your spine into an S from your head down to your tailbone, and then change sides. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, as much as we are able to at least, we can turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is a really good place to stop. Although if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body and feel how softness slowly settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. As you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deeper into you, remind yourself of the flower you've picked. Take it between your fingers and take your next big breath. Let's go on a journey of exploring this flower in your hand, holding it by the stem. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the stem of this flower. How would you describe this green stem? Is it really thin? Is it actually quite thick for a flower? Is it hard and woody? Or is it soft and really hollow? Is it smooth or slightly hairy? Take your time to study the stem of this flower. Take your next big breath. Follow the green stem up to the base of the flower. And there's a point at which the green stem turns into the flower. Very often it is a collection that looks like green petals shaped in something like a little bowl around the base of the flower, or it almost looks like two cupped hands holding the base of the flower. It might be different than the flower you're holding. But with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, study the perfection of this little green cup holding together the base of the flower. Take your next big breath. Take a look at the underside of the flower, the bottom of the petals. Pay attention to the texture. And how would you describe the color at the bottom of the petals? Take your next big breath. Take your finger and trace around the edges of the petals. Some flowers have a perfectly geometric shape around the center of the flower, and others not. Pay attention to the perfect arrangement of petals on this flower you picked. Take your next big breath. Then take a good look at the front-facing part of the flower, the front-facing surface of each petal. How would you describe the color in these petals, and is it a uniform color from the center to the edge? Or is there a change in color from the center to the edge in this flower that you picked? Take your next big breath. And then bring your attention to the center of this flower. And take a moment to study the reproductive parts of this flower. How perfect is the system created that attracts insects and co-opts these insects in spreading around the genetics of this flower? It really is pure perfection. What does the inside of this flower look like that you picked? Is it soft, spongy, yellow or green? Or does it descend trumpet-like into the depths of this flower? Take a moment to study the perfect design of the flower you're holding. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, invite softness to come and settle in every part of your body. One more big breath in and hold. As you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. We are always quick to exclaim perfection when we look at something produced by nature, especially a flower. But you were produced by nature too. And are you able to look at yourself through the same lens? When we look at a flower, we easily overlook the flaws, yet if you search, you'll find them. But when we look at ourselves, there seems to always be a voice present that says, look at the imperfection. Yet compared to a flower has only this one expression. There's nothing more to it. Whereas you've expressed yourself already in countless ways. And there are ways in which you can create that you've not even discovered yet. It's so clear how limited this flower is and how limitless you are. I'll remind you of these beautiful words from Michael Beckwith. He says, we are here to change. We are here to grow, develop, and unfold. We are progressive beings that have infinite capacity. At some point, you have to own up to how great you are, how beautiful you are, to how much inner dignity and potential you have. Drop complaining about what other people didn't give you or did not do for you, or how they mistreated you. Take repossession of yourself, and you will rise to a level of greatness that has been yours all along. We are unlimited beings. We have no ceiling. The capabilities and the talents and the gifts and the power that is within every single individual that's on this planet is unlimited. How to interpret this? Are we all supposed to be a Steve Jobs, an Elon Musk, a Bill Gates, that creates new technologies that completely change the world? Or is it okay to just be like a flower that's simply expressing itself in one place and clearly being of service to the environment around it? There is more to learn from this flower. No flower looks around at the other flowers and wonder if they're prettier. No flower looks around at the other flowers to see how tall they grow and judge itself for not being tall enough. The flower just being what it is what the world needs. And I promise you, you just being what you are is what the world needs. We tend to just get in our own ways, trying to comply to what we think the world asks for. But if you get more quiet more often and listen to what your soul vibes with, what your soul resonates with, you will slowly come to understand what your soul wants to express. And it starts simply with expressing love. Expressing love and acceptance for the humans around you. Allowing the humans around you to be exactly who they are too. And then when you find a bit more openness, listen deeper. What else does your soul want to express? The range can be huge. On the one end of the spectrum, it could be the new product you bring to the world, the massive company you create that changes the world. And on the other end of that spectrum, it could be just like this flower. It stays in one place. But just being who it is serves the environment, whether anyone saw it happen or not. Or any of a number of things in between. Become better at listening deeply to your soul. What is it that your soul wants to express? And then bring that to life. You are limitless. You've already proven that you can express yourself in countless ways, and there are ways in which you can create that you have not discovered yet. The world needs you to understand who you are and double down on that. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the lesson from this flower. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder not to compare. Not to measure myself against what I think success looks like in the world around me. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to come to an understanding of who I am. And then double down on that. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for understanding that if I get better at listening to what my soul wants to express, I'll find ways of creating that I haven't discovered yet. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for coming on a journey with us today. Thank you, Charlene. That's a cool comment. The magnificence of flowers over billionaires any day. From Osho, I like it. Thank you, Charlene. Hi, Pepe. It's really good to have you here. I hope you've had a good day. Wishing you a good night. Thank you, Sunmari. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Lashna. And whoever else might still be in the background. Wishing you an awesome day. Try look at yourself through the same lens that you use when you look at a flower. Remind yourself to go and pick a flower today. And if you can't find one, well then at least search for a picture on the internet and take a good look. Wishing you an awesome day and see you soon. Ciao, ciao.